Hey friends, Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be kind of random, kind of like off topic from makeup, but you know, I do post beauty and lifestyle videos. So today's video is very random, but it's going to be my top favorite Netflix series. I think I'm going to do my top 5, but I might mention 6, but we're titling this top 5, so that's that. And I'm only going to be talking about shows that are on Netflix. I'm not going to be talking about originals. I think I want to make a separate video about my favorite Netflix original shows because I feel like I have a good amount of those as well. So I'm going to separate the two and eventually I will do my top 5 like original Netflix original shows and everything. And if you want me to do like ones that are also like Amazon, I don't have Hulu so I can't really do that, but maybe if I get Hulu sometime I will do that. But yeah, I thought, as some of you know, I am very much a fangirl on Twitter over shows, and so yeah, I thought I'd talk about my top 5 favorite shows that are on Netflix and everything. As of today's date, when I'm filming this, September 22nd, 2018, these shows are still on Netflix, so they may or may not change by the time you're watching this video, but hopefully they don't. So yeah, I'm really excited because I am a fangirl. I love TV. Like, TV is my thing. Like, I'd rather watch like 5 hours of TV than watch a 5-hour movie. That's just me. And yeah, so let's just get right into it because I'm way too excited to fangirl and talk about TV. Yay me. Okay, so the first show that I love that is on Netflix is The Night Shift. I'm gonna give you a little synopsis of each show, by the way. So yeah, so the first show, like I said, is The Night Shift. So The Night Shift is basically a medical drama type show. It's about a bunch of doctors who some have military backgrounds and everything, so they're also obviously doctors and stuff like that, but they have military background, and you see a lot of like work in the hospital, in the ER, and as you know by the title, and as you may assume by the title, the doctors do work at night. So this is The Night Shift, and it's like the night shift in the ER, so you see like a bunch of cases. You also see a lot of work like on the scene as well, which is very interesting, and I love the military aspect of it. It's kind of like a military hoorah type show, and it's just like a really good show. Like, it's one of those shows that like I just love, and it really draws you in. The characters are just really like complex. Sorry, camera cut me off there, ran out of memory. But anyways, characters are very complex and developed. It only got 4 seasons before it was canceled, but it is such an amazing show, and if you haven't watched it, you definitely should. I love the characters. Some of the actors on it are Joe Flint, Owen Mackin, trying to think of other people that are on the show. I literally blank on names when I start filming, but you know, those are some of the people that are on the show, and it's just such an amazing show. So if you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. All 4 seasons are on Netflix. Okay, so the next show that I love that I actually saw through Netflix, I never watched it when it was on TV, is Gilmore Girls. So Gilmore Girls is basically about like Lorelai and her daughter Rory, and it's kind of like it's a comedy type show and everything. It's kind of about their lives and everything, and just, I don't know like how to explain it. It's just one of those shows, and it's just like a funny, like, you know, like, it's just like a happy, like funny, like easygoing type show. There's a little bit of drama in the show, but it is just like a funny, happy-going type show, and it's just really, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just like that show that's amazing, and I just love it so much, and I love like the storylines and everything with that, and if you haven't seen it, you definitely should. So number 3 is Party of 5. Party of 5, I believe was out during the 90s, and I watched it like when I was like a teenager and everything. I was not a teenager in the 90s, but like I watched it when I was a teenager growing up, and then I recently watched it, like I've rewatched this series like hundreds of times on Netflix, and it's just one of those shows. It's basically about 5 siblings whose parents die in a car accident and everything. So there's Charlie, who's the oldest, he's like 24 when the series starts, and then there's Bailey, Julia, Claudia, and Owen, who's the baby, who literally is a baby like when the series starts, and it's basically just about how they like survive and everything without their parents, and just how their lives change and stuff like that. And it is like a drama, but it's also a comedy. It's more like a comedy and stuff. It's kind of funny, but it has that drama, like family sitcom kind of aspect, and I feel like at the time that was just like a different type of show, and it's just really entertaining. Even now watching in 2018, it is just such an amazing show, and I can literally rewatch this series hundreds of times. I honestly can watch all these series hundreds of times. They are amazing. Okay, Okay, so the next one is Friends, and I feel like this is also another cult classic. This one was also like the 90s, early 2000s type show, and I just love Friends. I'm sure most of you know, like, Friends is just about a bunch of friends who, like, you know, you see their lives, you see like what they go through, what happens, the funny things. It's definitely comedy, and just you see their lives. It's just about friends and then stuff. You know what I mean? You know what Friends is. I'm sure everyone knows what Friends is, and if you don't know what Friends is, wow, it just made so many, like, I just assumed you knew what Friends was. But it's just like, I feel like it's one of those shows that everybody knows, especially since, okay, I had to empty my memory card. That's all I really need to know about Friends. It's just that show, and I'm sure you know. Just feel like everyone knows. Okay, so one of the last shows I'm gonna talk about is Riverdale. I actually discovered that through Netflix, and I really love it because of that. I feel like season 1 was better, and I know some people don't necessarily love it. They say, like, some people are like, oh, it's just very like typical and like cheesy, and I'm like, yeah, but it's amazing. Like, I don't find it that cheesy. Season 1 really drawed me in because it was all about like the murders, stuff like that, and it just really drawed me in. And season 2 I didn't like as much, and season 3 I think is coming out soon. But it's just a show. Basically it's about like this town called Riverdale, and like the people, like, they haven't experienced a death in a while or a murder or whatever, and then they experience one. And yeah, it's just one of those shows. It follows like Betty, and it follows Jughead, Veronica, kind of Cheryl, and everything, and it's just about these kids that are like in high school, and just the murders of the town and the scandals of the town. It's just a really good show. It's really a hard show to explain, but it is a really good show, and I definitely would recommend it. And then I really recently, like, I've seen this show before, but I was never like hardcore into it. I recently got into the show Blue Bloods. I'm on season 2, I think, of Blue Bloods, and I really like it. It's basically a cop show, but it has like a family aspect to it, because there's the son of the police commissioner and the former police commissioner, who is obviously the police commissioner now's father and everything. Then there's the son, who is a detective. Then there's the youngest son, who is like just a patrolman, a cop, or whatever you want to call him. Then the daughter's a lawyer and everything. And I just love it because it has a family aspect. You see him have Sunday dinner at literally the end of every episode. It's a cop show, but it also has that family aspect. I feel like it's just very homey type show. I really like it, and it's one of my new favorites, so it's probably gonna be number 6 and everything. But yeah, I really enjoy this. I really enjoy Blue Bloods, and I really enjoy all these shows. They're all great shows, and if you're gonna get into something, this is something to get into on Netflix. And yeah, I will be doing Netflix original shows hopefully very soon and everything. But I hope you enjoyed it, and also comment down below your favorite Netflix series. I have some that used to be on Netflix that are my favorites, but obviously I can't mention them anymore because they're not on Netflix anymore. But yeah, there's just so many series, so if you have your favorites, let me know them down below so I can check them out. And please be sure to subscribe to my because I post videos every single week, usually Mondays and Fridays, sometimes bonus days, and all that kind of fun stuff. Hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss any more videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!